my name is Samantha Stevenson, and I will be doing my project on the Portuguese man-of-war jellyfish, also known as the Physalia physalis, which is the scientific name. Okay, so the classification of the Portuguese man-of-war jellyfish is this. The domain is Eukarya, the kingdom is Animalia, the phylum Cnidaria, the class Hydrozoa, the order is, I'm gonna butcher this, Siphonophora, and the family is Physalidae, and the genus and species, which is the scientific name, is Physalia physalis. So the Portuguese man-of-war jellyfish is bilateral, which means it can be divided only once straight down the middle. This is like a side view of the Portuguese man-of-war jellyfish. It looks really weird, and usually jellyfish are actually radial, but the Portuguese man-of-war jellyfish, since it's the coolest jellyfish in the world, is only bilaterally symmetrical. Okay, the Portuguese man-of-war jellyfish has a hydroskeleton, and that means that the water pressure kind of holds it all together, I guess you can say. And the Portuguese man-of-war jellyfish isn't just one organism. The Portuguese man-of-war jellyfish is made up of 4 different polyps. So the skeleton of the Portuguese man-of-war jellyfish is a hydroskeleton, which means that the water pressure basically like holds its shape together. And the Portuguese man-of-war jellyfish isn't like one organism. It's basically like a colony for 4 different polyps. And those polyps are the pneumatophore, which is like the bell of the jellyfish that floats above the water and like keeps it on the surface. And then the dactylozooids, which are the defense and capture tentacles, which they use to get their prey. And then the gastrozooids are the feeding organisms, I guess you can say, the ones that take care of bringing the nutrients to the jellyfish's body. And then the gonozooids are the reproductive organs in the jellyfish. So basically, the digestive system of the jellyfish, the way it works, it'll use its dactylozooid tentacles to capture its prey, and it'll paralyze it with the nematocyst in its tentacles. And then after that, the gastrozooid tentacles coil around the fishy that it's about to eat, and it'll surround the fish with these enzymes that it'll secrete into it, and then that will dissolve the fish, allowing the jellyfish to absorb the nutrients like the proteins and the carbohydrates and all the fats that it can provide. And the next thing you know, poof, fishy gone. I'm a jellyfish, and I'm gonna attack you! The Portuguese man-of-war jellyfish does not have a brain. Instead, it uses a nerve net that's capable of detecting odors and light and other stimuli that the jellyfish is responsive to. This organism does not contain any circulatory organs, but they can easily absorb oxygen when needed throughout their bodies. They also have a gastrovascular cavity, which functions in both digestion and the distribution of nutrients and particles to all parts of the jellyfish's body. Okay, so each one of the 4 polyps in the Portuguese man-of-war jellyfish has gonozooid tentacles, which are the reproductive tentacles in the jellyfish. And the jellyfish itself is a hermaphrodite, which means it has both male and female parts, and it releases both the eggs and the sperm. But the jellyfish releases the sperm cells and the eggs at separate times, so it doesn't have incest jellyfishy. The Portuguese man-of-war jellyfish traps its food in its tentacles. It feeds mainly on fish fry, which are like the young fishies, and then small adult fish, and it also consumes shrimp, other crustaceans, and other small animals in plankton. Nearly 70 and 90% of all the prey they eat are fish. The Portuguese man-of-war jellyfish's poison isn't quite venomous to everybody in the ocean. Sea turtles, sea slugs, and sea snails are all immune to the poison their tentacles release. The Portuguese man-of-war jellyfish floats on many warm tropical marine waters. Generally, the colonies of the jellyfish live in warm places of the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, like the Florida Keys and the Atlantic coast, the Gulf Stream, the Gulf of Mexico, the Indian Ocean, the Caribbean Sea, and other warm areas of those two oceans.
They're especially common in the Sargasso Sea.
Good job, Miguel.
Yeah.
Okay. Fortunately, the Portuguese man-of-war jellyfish isn't threatened or endangered in our environment, which is awesome because we get to continue to have this beautiful, colorful, poisonous, lethal, terrible animal in our sea. No, not terrible, I'm just kidding.
Did you know?
The Portuguese man-of-war jellyfish is the only organism, or multiple organisms, in the order Siphonophora that is a hermaphrodite or has both male and female parts. Oh,
It's already going.
Okay.
Okay.
Go.
Did you know?
No, you point it more at me.
Where did I point it?
No, higher up.
Okay.
Go.
Did you know?
They look like a... I don't even think you have to do that. Just say it again. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Back to what we were doing.